some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between our visitors and these guys defending their home turf. Along the away sideline, get a look at their head coach. These guys just about set to go in this one. And across the way, we get a glance at their head coach. These guys also on the losing end of their opener, so we're going to see who's able to avoid that 0-2 start here. So happy you could join us today. I'm Kate Scott with Brock Heward. It is time for some football. And we're away on EA Sports. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And they'll be led out by their fourth-year quarterback.
3 touchdowns, Kate, is a great week for him. But less so when every one of them was matched by an interception. Those turnovers were a part of why they ended up on the losing side of that game. Ball security, what you know he's worked on all week long, will be on the forefront of his mind.
A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They're throwing it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He's going to throw this one. Nice work by the back here, playing safety valve complete. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45.
Result is a first down.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
4 yards on the pickup.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. And look at the opportunity they've now got at the very start of this game, Brock. All thanks to the interception on that opening possession.
Yeah, they love to say that a running game is a quarterback's best friend, but right next to that bestie is a defense that can take the ball away for you.
So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And they'll be let out by their 3rd-year signal caller.
Their loss last week, it really isn't on him. He had a great game. He checked off a lot of the boxes they had for him in the game plan going in, especially the one at the top, Kate, getting him to the end zone. 3 touchdowns, just 1 interception. If he does that again here, they should be winners.
He makes it in for the touchdown. These guys don't need long to take a 6-0 lead.
Well, that was quite a way to begin this game, Kate, offensively. Quite a worrying way for those 11 guys defensively. We know that stopping the run's a core component of all of these defensive game plans, and they just put that plan through the shredder.
Kicking team out to try the extra points. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7, visitors nothing.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. He fields it from the 8. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. So here comes this offense for its 2nd series of the game. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing it on 2nd down. That one's complete, right side. And he reaches the 35 before going out. Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. He keeps it himself. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
That's good. We're on 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it downs from 37. Go play action on 1st down. Hits him on the out route. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
Trying to throw this from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's a quick pass, cut outright. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 49.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Good defensive effort here, drives him back across midfield onto their own side.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Setting up the screen. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field. Not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll throw to begin this drive. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30.
We're on 1st down. 1st and 10.
Working on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Throwing on 2nd. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's 3rd down.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The offense headed back to the field. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Quick throw is caught. Finds a little room there, gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
The give here on 2nd. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
He has it on the QB sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38. First down, play action. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
It moves to second and 10.
Looking in the air here. Looking right, and he finds him. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Third down from the gun. That's the line, he's going to run for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's another first down. First and
Coming to the line, this is first and 10. He'll look to throw. Complete out to the right side. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Just a yard left to go on second down.
brings up second and 1 at the 14-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. Touchdown. These guys reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Starting at the 10. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
At their own 35-yard line.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
To number 83. A gain of 4. It's now.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Both teams neck and neck so far. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. Second quarter about to get underway, and this home crowd excited as their guys have possession. Takes the second down snap. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
The 46-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage to be a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
He'll call his own number. Oh, the football's loose. It's picked up by the defense. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Hey, listen, I'm all for quarterbacks as artists. Right? You can't be a blacksmith. You've got to be an artist. You've got to create back there. But when the world of got-tos, you also got to hold on to the ball. That's a big-time turnover.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. On first down, they'll run. And This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Second down pass play coming. Finds a man right side. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
On now comes their punter. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. This offense making its way back out now. They lost it in enemy territory their last time out. Never a spot you want to fumble. So I imagine, Brock, it's going to be two hands on the football as they return to the field. Working now from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. Give him 13 on that play. And they're going to have a first down now.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
First and 10.
Back to the well again. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
Third and long for him here. He's not going to be able to escape, and down he goes. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Kate, I wish every fan could just get the perspective on the field. When you stand on the sidelines, you realize how fast this game is. And as a QB, you've got to understand. When you get that amount of time, you've got to get rid of the ball because this game moves in a hurry.
The coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Now this offense ready to head back out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Handoff now from the gun. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. It is caught left side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. Third and 4 coming up now. Now looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page. Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Dumped off to his running back. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. So first down from the 41.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And
Still sticking with the passing game. That's him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down around the 34. Second and 3 now.
a 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
Finds him quickly on the RPO. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that first down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Cut out left. And they don't get any help on this second down. Brock is out right along the line, so no gain.
He's knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Air it out on third. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took the shot. They just couldn't finish it. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
He puts one through the uprights, and now he'll send it towards the other end zone. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now outruns their offense to take over. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
It's an option right that begins this drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Throwing it on second down. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Passing now on 2nd and 10. Connects on the crosser. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw here. Throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. He keeps this one himself. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Back now, pressure coming. And he is in. Touchdown. These guys get some late points and the lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys take a 4-point lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Trying to throw this from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Back to throw now. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. A gain of 15 there. And that gives him a first down. Working quickly here.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd. Into traffic, complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offensive line fast.
It's 2nd down.
And they spike the ball to stop the clock. So on 3rd down, they're going to go ahead and bring him out to try and get 3 here before the half. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And this will remain a 4-point game. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. Well, we checked in with Scott in Orlando. Our 2 teams here, no doubt, made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our 3rd quarter. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL. It should allow them to operate a little more freely.
All set to go now from the 35. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
Hand off on 2nd and short. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
And a first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives him the first.
39-yard line.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. They'll come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Throw here, 3rd down. He's making a bid for it. And they take this in for the score. These guys grow the lead coming out of halftime.
Hey, Kate, that play, I don't think it started out as a touchdown run. I think he was thinking first down, but all of a sudden, a little bit of space opened up, those afterburners kicked in, and he made himself and his team a phenomenal play.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And these guys drive their lead to 11. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Return starts at the 9. Making some progress here. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Now this offense getting set to work here. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Another carry for him. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. He keeps it and takes off. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. Ooh, and they are lucky to get this one back on the recovery. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. Completed to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36.
They're going to try and throw it here. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
To the air on 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. All set now, 1st and 10.
first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Now hold on a moment, folks. We got a player in some discomfort after that one. He's going to receive some assistance as we take a brief timeout. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Fullback trying to power it across. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. This time it's a passing play. He's got a man left. And he will take this in. Touchdown. These guys start the second half with some needed points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
Well, maybe some second guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and right on the spot.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Returning it from the 4. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
After that little 8-yard scoop, here comes 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. He tucks it and takes off. Give him 8 on that one. And that is good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He's going to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 48-yard line.
Here's a quick pass to the right side. Cut. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. To the line and set. Here we go. First down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's a design run. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. 7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. He's going to keep this one. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
That's another first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
It's another option. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown! My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1. More times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
That one right down the middle. And his guys push the lead up to 12.
16.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Brings in the kick at the 9. He's racing past midfield. They haven't got him yet. And he does. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it. Wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kickback for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys trim the deficit down to 5.
Visitors 23.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Return starts at the 9. Good work so far. He's got room. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. Pass play on 1st and 10. Oh, the rush is too much here. Down he goes. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Throwing from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
To number 83. Brings up 3rd
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Before they bring him down on the return. Their offense ready to take the field now. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. Throwing now on 1st down. They bring pressure, and they're going to get to him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
It is caught left side. All right, short of the marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's their ball to begin the 4th, and though they trail, this game's still within reach. Third and a lone yard coming up. He'll try to do it himself. And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
That's all you can really expect from a sneak, Kate. 1, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me and I think many scratching our heads.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A 14-yard pickup on 4th and 10. Well done. And they surprise a whole lot of folks by picking up that first. Lone back into the handoff. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Back-to-back carries here. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. So out now comes the punter. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And this will stick him back a ways. That punt hits and jumps out of bounds near the 14. The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's second down. They give it to him again. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Going to keep this one and go. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. And this one does not go far.
Positive with that effort, you didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Throwing from the gun here. Cut out left. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
We'll go with a design keeper. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it downs from 37. Working on 1st down. Hits his running back. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Looking slant route, complete. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Looking inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll run now on 2nd down. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Cut in the end zone for the touchdown. These guys take an 11-point lead as they try to push this one out of reach. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys push the lead up to 12. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The offense getting set to go. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Complete out to the right side. And he'll get it out to to the 34 before he's tracked down. Second and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Here's a throw. Throw left side, complete. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. Third down coming up.
2-yard gain on the play.
He keeps it himself. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Gain 2. And the first down.
New set of downs for him. He starts at the 38.
38-yard line.
Heads out on a bootleg. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Running for the marker on second. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Working quickly here.
A gain of 4 yards results in a first down.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! And a great return comes to an end with the tackle.
That's now 2, Kate, that they've got him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Another drive coming up for this offense. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Option design here. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Back to the well again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Coming to the line for another first and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Setting him on the dive. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up third down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! These guys so likely locked up the win right there. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend...
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. This right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again. Unlike these officials, who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
No change to the call on the field. So that play's going to remain a touchdown. That one right down the middle. And these guys go up by 19.
42. Visitors 23.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. This offense getting all set for this series. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Hits him on the out route. And this one doesn't go far. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's a quick pass, cut outright. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Complete to number 81.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning. These guys hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Throwing now off the play action. Catch is made down the right sideline. Down to the 10. He is into the end zone for the touchdown. These guys get it back to within 2 possessions. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
42. Visitors 30.
They'll set up for the onside kick that they must recover. Just one timeout left in their pocket. And they recover this one without a problem. The onside attempt fails.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Option give here. And looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Another carry for it. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. 4th down coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And this is away. Wisely headed for the sideline to avoid that return. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks him inside their own 10. To throw here on 1st down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
I'll throw it. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd down.
Looking to throw it. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. They connect on the deep shot. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It was a great effort from our winners as we say thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.